You say, please sit down, and the child just doesn't. You're about to repeat yourself when you glance at the teacher who says nothing, just raises an eyebrow, and suddenly the child sits down. Same child, same request, different outcome. So, what just happened? It might just be the power of consistency. In this video, we'll look at why consistency helps children feel safe enough to behave better and how you can be consistent even when every day feels completely different. Here are 5 ways to achieve this. 1. Agree on the rules and actually follow them. Children get confused when one adult enforces the rules and the other lets things slide. Ask the teacher or class team which rules are non-negotiable and stick to them. You don't need to be identical in style, but the message needs to be the same. So, if you're singing from the same hymn sheet, that cuts through any confusion. The children are clear on what's expected of them. 2. Use the same phrases for the same behaviours. If a child knows that "we walk inside, thank you" means stop running, then it helps when everyone uses that phrase. It's less confusing for them and easier for you. Pick 1 or 2 key phrases and commit to using them. So especially for children who, English is their second language, they need to know that, if the 2 adults or even 3 adults sometimes in the room use different, say, mean one thing but say it in different ways, that's very, very confusing. So, just keep things simple and use the same words in the phrase to mean a certain behaviour. 3. Don't change the consequence halfway through. If you say "we'll have to move your seat if it continues," follow through. It's tempting to soften or forget, especially when the child suddenly becomes angelic. But the power of consistency comes from meaning what you say. So, you can always say something like, I've noticed you're trying, but you're still doing the thing that I've asked you not to do. So this is what we've got to do. I explained that's what was going to happen. Now it's going to happen. 4. Keep your tone steady. Children quickly learn which adults react and which ones don't. When your tone is calm and predictable, even when you're annoyed, it shows them you're in control. So I'll say especially when you're annoyed. That's reassuring for everyone, including you, because it's not nice feeling out of control. And it's why back in the 70s, rules and regulations started to come in about how teachers reacted to challenging behaviour. Because, when I was at school, back in the 60s and 70s, the cane still existed. And teachers were allowed to throw blackboard rubbers across the room and bits of chalk. And I even remember a teacher asking my friend to come up to the front of the class. I don't know what she'd done, I can't remember. He asked her to bend over and he picked up a slipper and smacked her. How humiliating, how awful. It's not good. So it was the best thing ever that teachers were given skills to deal with behaviour. It's still tricky, but if you react in an angry way, you're at the end of your skill set, which is no good for anybody, including you. 5. Reset each day. So being consistent doesn't mean holding grudges. So start each day fresh. Say hello like nothing happened yesterday. If you have to follow up on something, you can still follow up on it, but just be pleasant, because you'll get a child on side much more often that way if you consistently reset. Because this shows children that you're fair and trustworthy. And here's your mindset tip. Here's how to shift your perspective if you are finding this tricky. Consistency isn't about being robotic, it's about being reliable. You're creating a steady rhythm that helps children feel safe enough to meet expectations. It's counterproductive to frighten children into behaving. It's far better and longer lasting if you are consistent in what you say and what you do, so that they, over time, they begin to understand what is expected of them. And here is the action you can take. So if you choose one classroom rule and agree with the teacher how you'll both respond to it, how you'll both say it, then stick to that plan all week. Same phrase, same tone, same response, and see what happens. It's about being predictable. Children won't always thank you for consistency, but they'll absolutely notice when it's missing. And when they know what to expect from you, that's when they start to thrive. Now, in video 6, we will look at building trust to improve behaviour over time. I look forward to seeing you there.